It just touches the tip of the iceberg for his career here in Otsego. And now it's my pleasure, a true blue and gold Otsego Bulldog, Dan Nulty.
At least you could have colored my hair dark. Well, hello. When they called me and said they'd like to nominate me for this award, I truly was taken back. I don't deserve it. But I do have a few thoughts for you students, and this will only take a couple hours, so don't worry about it. I left my script, I guess, someplace other than in my pocket. So I basically want to talk to you students about congratulations. What a tremendous achievement that you have done and that you hopefully have the ability to do. When I think of the opportunities that came my way, and I was very fortunate, I always said when you're not very smart, you're better off to surround yourself with intelligent people. They make you look good, see? So that's how I happen to achieve some of these awards that Denny mentioned. But my thought is this: when I went to college, I had absolutely no clue what I wanted to do when I grew up, and I still don't know what I want to do when I grow up. And so when I went to college, I majored in accounting. I didn't really like accounting, but I majored in it. I minored in economics, English, physical education, theology. My mother thought I was going to be a priest. I guess I let her down. And when I graduated, my father, who is no longer with us, but great guy, he offered me a job in the insurance business. I thought, Lord, no. How boring could you get? I don't want to be in the insurance industry. So I told him I just couldn't do it. So I went into teaching and coaching and thoroughly enjoyed it. What an awesome experience. I would do it all over again. But I was missing something, and I didn't really know what it was. And so I turned in my resignation at this school 10 miles west of us called Alumnus. Great school, by the way, not as good as Otsego, but a great school. And I had absolutely no idea what I was going to do. I had no idea what I was going to do. So my dad came to me and offered me a job again. Now, I'd already turned him down once, you know. And in fact, I even interviewed with an insurance company when I graduated from college called Aetna. It's a large stock company, and they wanted to hire me and send me out east. I thought, first of all, I don't want to go out east. And secondly, I don't even know why I interviewed. I don't want to be in insurance. So I turned them down, and so I said to my father when he offered me a job a second time, I said, Dad, I love you dearly. I don't think I'm going to like insurance, but I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you 2 years. Now, there's a moral to this, people. I'll give you 2 years. And if I don't like it, no hard feelings, but I'm going to move on. So I started in insurance, and I hated it. Honestly, I did. I hated it. The first year, I just hated it. People would ask me questions. I didn't have a clue what the answer was. I was embarrassed by it. And my dad, fortunately, believed in education, so he sent me to a school in Ohio to study for 3 weeks to see if I could spell insurance when I got done with it. So I walk into this college, and I don't know a soul there, nobody. And I walk up to the registration, and the guy's sitting there, and I told him who I was, and he looks at me and he said, "You play tennis?" I said, "Yeah, how do you know?" He said, "You got on a tennis shirt." Duh. Now, I don't know who this guy is, and I said, "Yeah, I guess I play tennis." And he said, "Well, I want to play tennis with you." And I said, "Well, I'm here to study." He said, "That's all right, I'm the professor." I said, "Oh." He said, "You play tennis with me, I'll tutor you after tennis." You're on. So during these 3 weeks, I had to play tennis with this guy after class every single day, and he was terrible. Okay, but I played tennis with him, and he tutored me. And one of the greatest things he said to me was, "Dan, if you're going to go into the insurance profession, be the best you can be. Study, study, study." And he was a driving force for me. And so I did. I studied insurance. And the more I studied, the more I liked it. And it became a passion for me. And that's where I'm going, people, is if you know what you want to do when you leave Otsego schools, what college you want to go to, what you want to study, what you want to be when you get out of college, I applaud you. I didn't have a clue. But I wasn't afraid to try and make some mistakes, and that's what I want to instill in you is, I'm going to say that many of you are no different than I was. And that is, you really don't know what you want to do. And people say to you, "But you gotta know. You gotta know." No, you don't. No, you don't. And I'm here to say to you students, you're many, many times smarter than I ever was. And probably many times smarter than a lot of the people sitting here, because you have to be to succeed. You are going to be challenged more than we ever were. And you've got to be ready for that challenge. Now, I don't live in Otsego anymore, and sometimes I'm a little sheepish when I say that, because I am an Otsego Bulldog. And I always will be. I'm not going to forget my roots. You people down here, awesome that you passed a millage to build this school. Awesome. I graduated from not the old school, but the old school. The one on Alumnus Street. And I thought it was an okay school. Building was fine. And you know, many communities think that if that school was good enough for them, for me, then it's good enough for you. You should have graduated from Otsego on Alumnus Street. But you know, your parents and the people in the Otsego School District didn't believe that. They thought you deserved something better than they had. That's awesome. You look around southwestern Michigan, you look around anywhere you want to go, there are very few communities like Otsego that can boast a facility like you've got here. And yes, wonderful. You've got teachers that are dedicated teachers. And let me tell you, you kids aren't always fun to teach either, because I was a teacher, okay? Sometimes you come to class without that real desire to learn that day, all right? But your instructors have got to try and find that desire in you. You have an administration that nothing is quite good enough. They are going to figure a way to make it better. Wow. Wow. So, I want to leave you with a thought, students. Don't be afraid not to know what you want to be when you grow up. Don't be afraid. But go find it. And when you find it, don't be pretty good at it. Don't be. You be the best you can possibly be. And then you come back, whether it's to Otsego or whatever other community you settle in, and you make a school district like Otsego. Thank you.